Guys, time for another smoke break. Just kind of fix the camera a little bit here. There we go. Alright. Time for another smoke break. Today, I feel like talking about fucking video games again. Why not? Specifically, why people need to stop fucking pre-ordering games. People need to stop doing that shit. And everyone always gets coaxed into it. I'm guilty of it. I get fucking coaxed into it all the time and shit. We really have to stand up to the nice GameStop man or woman that's trying to talk us into doing that and not do it. At least for a while. We need to get these numbers down because they're putting out unfinished products. And some of these companies don't actually really, I don't think, fix the game to where it really should be before release. And then take a while, even after that, to fix the game, if they do at all. Like, some of them don't fucking really fix it up to par, for months. And it's all stemming from pre-ordering games. Because they know as soon as they can put it out and then do some, if they think they can just do some updates, they don't do enough testing on it, and gameplay is starting to suffer, I think. So stop pre-ordering games. If Call of Duty is good, I'm sure some people will still pre-order. And you can take advice from them. There's plenty of review people that review games on YouTube and other areas where you can find out information on whether the game is actually good enough to buy yet. Or should you wait for their 3 patches to come out and not fucking waste your time, energy, and get pissed off at fucking when you're playing because it's doing stupid shit. And how we stop them from doing that is to stop pre-ordering fucking games all the time. Wait a couple weeks. Be patient. That way they'll start to actually finish the product, hopefully, if enough people do this, stop pre-ordering games, and then they'll actually they'll start putting out finished products again, and then let's start pre-ordering games again, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of getting fucking taken advantage of, quite frankly. And the products have been steadily going downhill from release, I'll say, as a finished product, probably the last 3 years, at least. And there's a lot of people playing video games, man. Like when I was a kid, not too long ago, though, really, there was people that played, but it wasn't like it is now. And I kind of feel bad for some of the kids that are playing these online games because they didn't really know how the culture was with it when I was coming up. A lot of people were, I think, a lot cooler talking to. There was less fucking bullshit. There was less people just fucking getting on there and saying stupid shit. Now people on, I'll just use Elder Scrolls as an example. When you're walking around, it's a console game. You have it on console, so you just talk into the microphone instead of typing your message to people and shit. And so people just end up turning off their fucking voice chats, and it's just silence. So basically, you're finding a group is a little bit more difficult, I think. But it's a fun game. They're fun games to play though if you have friends, and then you message them on Xbox Live, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, let's go play and party and all that. That's still fun. It's just the culture's a lot different. People don't talk to each other as much as they used to anymore, at least for real talk, not fucking, calling you a name just to be a dick or whatever. I'm talking about games like EverQuest. When that came out, I thought the culture in that game was pretty cool. Also became known as Evercrack because it actually started ruining some lives because people were playing it so much, which isn't good. But the online culture, the people playing the game were serious gamers. They were the kids in high school you were hanging out with at your high school, because there was a lot of kids that didn't play video games. So now everyone plays video games. So all those people from all those different cliques came together in some type of collectivization of everyone into these online games, where it used to be more of a separate community, I guess you could say. Had to put out my cigarette. So, where are we at? 5 minutes. So yeah, Call of Duty's coming out. I'm not pre-ordering it for that reason. I was really good at Modern Warfare, the first one, and then it kind of got steadily downhill. Maybe it's because I'm just getting older, or or the maps are getting to where I don't quite understand them. My strategy doesn't quite work, but I'm still pretty good, but I'm not as good as I was with the first Modern Warfare. The single player games on them have been actually pretty strong. I've actually enjoyed quite a bit of all of them. But the multiplayer, yeah, I think since the first one was my baby, so that's what I still love the first Modern Warfare. Everyone after that is Modern Warfare 2 I think was horrible. I didn't like it. Black Ops, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I played it quite a bit. And Modern Warfare 3 was better than Modern Warfare 2, but not as good as Modern Warfare, the first one. And I think it has to do maybe with maps and just the different companies making them. And Black Ops 2, so all this, and I'm just done pre-ordering games. I can't fucking if I pre-order that game and I go online to play and it's clunky as shit and like fucked up shit happens and my face fucking turns red and my fucking vein in my forehead makes a V and I just fucking I don't want that. It's not worth the fucking stress for me. So I'm just gonna keep playing Elder Scrolls right now. Listen to some maybe talk radio or some music. Chill out. That's what I like to do right now. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right about the online culture about video games? I think I am, but maybe you guys like it. Maybe you guys just like walking around not talking to nobody. And it's kind of weird, but all right. We got 7:42. I talked about the presidential debate yesterday. The forum of the dying mainstream media just fucking, it was bad. Retailers, I think the way it's going, retailers are going out due to Amazon.com. A lot of like JCPenney's are closing, and fucking, I think even some Walmarts have closed fucking this past year or something I've heard. And I think that's due to, Amazon.com, and I think places like YouTube and just the internet in general is just destroying mainstream media because they're obvious to everyone, no matter like what side of the political spectrum you're on, or if you even care what a political spectrum is. Most people know the fucking mainstream media is just full of shit. Like so it's, and I think they're next to go. I think they see the writing on the wall now, because it just totally blew up in CNBC's face. And I'm looking forward to it, actually. It's time that these dinosaur corporate people with an agenda either, change their business model and actually become journalists again, where they, remember when journalists used to investigate shit, like even on the local news? Now the local news investigative journalists are just like out telling you about the snow and shit, like they don't, like, or a fire happened, and but anyway. So we're at 9:20. I guess that's it for now. We talked about mainstream media for a minute and a half. Call of Duty. Stop pre-ordering games. Have a good night. This has been Smoke Break.